Want to ace the 2023 Minnesota DMV written test? Well, this practice test is just for you. With its 60 practice questions and explained answers, you'll get that driver's license or learner's permit in no time. But before we get started, make sure to give the like button a little honk for more content here at DMV Geek. Now, let's shift into first gear with the first question.
Question 1. If a parking space is reserved for people with disabilities, a non-disabled person may park there: A. Under no circumstances. B. For less than 10 minutes. C. If unloading numerous items. D. If no other spaces are available. The answer is A. Spaces reserved for individuals with disabilities may only be used by people with disabilities. Non-disabled drivers may not park, stop, or stand in that space. Question 2. When entering a freeway from a ramp, a driver should do which of the following? A. Stop where the ramp meets the freeway and wait for all cars to pass. B. Accelerate until you can pass all oncoming cars. C. Drive very slowly on the ramp and then accelerate suddenly when you reach the freeway. D. Gradually increase your speed on the ramp so that your speed when entering the freeway is roughly that of other drivers. The answer is D. When entering a freeway where traffic is generally moving at higher rates of speed, you should gradually increase your speed on the ramp. When you enter the freeway, your speed should be roughly that of other drivers. Question 3. Hydroplaning is most often caused by A. Driving too slowly. B. Driving too fast. C. Sudden turns. D. Sudden stops. The answer is B. Hydroplaning in wet conditions is usually caused by excessive speed. Driving safely in inclement weather requires driving at lower than normal rates of speed. Question 4. This sign indicates A. Children at play. B. Pedestrians crossing. C. Pedestrians only, no vehicle traffic. D. You are approaching a school zone. The answer is D. This sign indicates that you are approaching or are already in a school zone. Drive slowly and be prepared to stop. Question 5. A flashing red light in an intersection means which of the following? A. Slow down before entering the intersection. B. Stop if other cars are present. C. Stop before entering. D. Proceed with caution. The answer is C. A flashing red light advises drivers to stop. You may proceed after stopping. Question 6. When entering a curve, you should A. Reduce your speed. B. Increase your speed to complete the curve. C. Slow down and tap the brakes. D. Honk your horn as you navigate the curve. The answer is A. For safety, the most important thing for drivers to do is to slightly reduce their speed when entering a curve. Question 7. A school bus ahead of you is stopped with red lights flashing. By law, you are required to A. Do nothing. B. Slowly go around the bus. C. Reduce your speed to 15 miles an hour and proceed carefully. D. Stop as long as the red lights are flashing. The answer is D. Law requires all drivers to stop for school buses as long as their red lights are flashing. Question 8. This sign indicates A. You are approaching a zoo. B. You are approaching a wildlife refuge. C. Deer crossing ahead. D. Hunting is prohibited. The answer is C. This sign indicates that deer are known to cross the road in this area. They can appear in front of you quite suddenly, so drivers should be alert and prepared to stop suddenly. Question 9. In which of the following scenarios must you yield the right of way? A. When you are in a traffic circle. B. When you are making a left turn. C. When you are driving straight ahead. D. All of the above. The answer is B. If drivers approach an intersection from opposite directions, the driver who is turning left must yield the right of way to anyone making a right turn or going straight. Question 10. If you are attempting to stop on a slippery street, the best approach is to A. Hit the brakes hard. B. Shift into neutral and do not use the brakes. C. Apply the brakes gradually. D. None of the above. The answer is C. To avoid sliding or hydroplaning, apply the brakes early and gently. Question 11. If the driver ahead of you has his left hand extended downward, it means he plans to A. Go straight. B. Turn left. C. Turn right. D. Stop. The answer is D. A driver with his hand extended downward is signaling his intent to stop. Question 12. This sign indicates A. You are approaching a truck stop. B. You are approaching a bus station. C. Buses are entering the roadway. D. No large trucks permitted. The answer is B. This sign indicates that you are approaching a bus stop or bus station. Question 13. When parallel parking on a level street, what should you do after you have finished parking? A. Straighten the front wheels and leave room between yourself and other cars. B. Turn the wheels to the left. C. Pull as closely behind the car in front of you as possible. D. Turn your wheels toward the curb. The answer is A. To complete parallel parking, you should straighten your wheels and leave as much room as possible between yourself and other cars. Question 14. When driving at night, if you meet oncoming traffic, you should A. Use your high beams. B. Dim your lights until the car has passed. C. Flash your lights. D. None of the above. The answer is B. To avoid impairing the other driver's vision, you should dim your lights until the other car has passed. Question 15. If a vehicle has an orange triangle on the back, it means that A. It is likely to break down and other drivers should be careful. B. It drives slower than other vehicles. C. It makes sudden stops. D. It makes wide left turns. The answer is B. A vehicle with an orange triangle on the back travels slower than other vehicles, and fellow drivers should be mindful of this. Question 16. This sign indicates A. You are approaching a stop sign. B. You have passed a stop sign. C. You should stop immediately. D. Traffic can only proceed straight ahead. The answer is A. This sign indicates that there is a stop sign ahead. Question 17. If you are convicted of driving at over 100 miles per hour, your driver's license will be revoked for at least A. 2 years, B. 30 days, C. 1 year, D. 6 months. The answer is D. If you are convicted of driving at over 100 miles per hour, your driver's license will be revoked for at least 6 months. Question 18. If you are driving on a 2-lane road, it is safest to drive your vehicle A. on the right side, B. on the left side, C. in the center, D. in any part. The answer is C. It is safest to drive in the center of your lane. Keep as much space as you can between your vehicle and oncoming vehicles. Question 19. If you lost your driver's license for an offense other than DWI or criminal vehicular operation, the reinstatement fee will be A. $100, B. $20, C. $50, D. $30. The answer is D. If you lost your driver's license for an offense other than DWI or criminal vehicular operation, the reinstatement fee will be $30. Question 20. What does this sign indicate? A. T intersection ahead. B. Dead end ahead. C. Road narrows ahead. D. Divided highway ahead. The answer is A. This sign indicates that there is a T-shaped intersection ahead, where a road intersects with another road at a right angle. Drivers should be prepared to slow down, yield, or stop if necessary, and be aware of any other signs or signals in the area that regulate traffic flow. Question 21. How do you make a left turn onto a divided highway at a reduced conflict intersection? A. Go straight and then make a U-turn. B. Turn right and then make a U-turn. C. Enter the intersection and then turn left. D. You can't. Proceed to the next intersection and then make a U-turn. The answer is B. In a reduced conflict intersection, drivers always make a right turn followed by a U-turn. Motorists approaching the divided highway from a side street are not allowed to make left turns or cross traffic. Instead, they are required to turn right onto the highway and then make a U-turn at a designated median opening. Question 22. If the car behind you begins to pass you, you should do which of the following? A. Slow down slightly and stay in your lane. B. Pull off onto the shoulder. C. Accelerate so that they can't pass. D. None of the above. The answer is A. When a car begins to pass you, the safest thing to do is to slow down slightly and stay in your own lane. Question 23. When parking on a downgrade with a curb, in which direction should your wheels be turned? A. Away from the curb. B. Towards the curb. C. Straight ahead. D. None of the above. The answer is B. In the interest of safety and to avoid having to make multiple steps in pulling away from the curb, the best thing is to park with the wheels turned towards the curb. Question 24. This sign indicates A. That you are approaching an airport. B. Beware of low-flying planes. C. Highway may be used as an emergency landing strip. D. No-fly zone ahead. The answer is A. This sign indicates that you are nearing an airport. Question 25. If a driver begins to feel fatigued while driving, they should A. Turn up the radio. B. Drive with the windows down. C. Stop for a while. D. Get a cup of coffee. The answer is C. If a driver starts to feel too tired to drive safely, the best thing to do, if possible, is stop for a while and rest. Question 26. Passing a vehicle is always prohibited in which of the following circumstances? A. In inclement weather. B. If the vehicle ahead is making a left turn. C. If the vehicle ahead is stalled. D. If the vehicle ahead is stopped to allow a pedestrian to cross. The answer is D. Passing a vehicle that is stopped to allow a pedestrian to cross is prohibited under any circumstances. Question 27. When backing out of your driveway, you see children playing nearby. You should A. Blow your horn to make them move. B. Walk to the back of the car to make sure they are not in the path of the car. C. Rev the engine to alert them that a moving car is nearby. D. None of the above. The answer is B. Because small children may not be visible in your rearview mirrors, you should get out and walk behind the car to make sure that they are not in your path. Question 28. This sign indicates A. The road is closed to trucks above a certain height. B. The bridge is closed to trucks above a certain height. C. Low clearance ahead. D. Bridge is out ahead. The answer is C. This sign indicates that you are approaching a low clearance area, such as a bridge or overpass. Question 29. Should you drive slower than other traffic that is traveling within the speed limit? A. Yes, it makes the other traffic drive slower too. B. No, you can block traffic when you drive too slowly. C. Yes, it is safer than driving too fast. D. Yes, provided you are not driving in the far left lane. The answer is B. When driving, it is essential to maintain a speed consistent with the flow of traffic. Driving significantly slower than the surrounding traffic, even if you are within the posted speed limit, can be hazardous. It can disrupt the natural flow of traffic and increase the risk of accidents, as other drivers may not expect a vehicle to be moving so slowly. Question 30. If you see a steady yellow light as you approach an intersection, you must A. Proceed with caution. B. Continue at the same speed. C. Stop if possible. D. Increase your speed. The answer is A. A steady yellow signal warns you that the signal is about to change to red. If you are approaching an intersection, you must stop if you can do so safely. If not, you should proceed with caution. Question 31. Anyone who flees from a police officer using a motor vehicle may be sentenced to imprisonment for more than A. 4 years and 1 day. B. 2 years and 1 day. C. 5 years and 1 day. D. 3 years and 1 day. The answer is D. In Minnesota, using a motor vehicle to flee a police officer on official duty is a felony. The penalty is imprisonment for not more than 3 years and 1 day, a fine of not more than $5,000, or both. Question 32. What does this sign mean? A. No left turn. B. No U-turn. C. No right turn. D. One-way street. The answer is A. This sign indicates that drivers are not allowed to make a left turn at this intersection. Drivers should obey this sign and continue straight or turn right instead. Question 33. Which of the following activities is illegal for provisional license holders to perform on their cell phones while driving? A. Texting. B. Having a conversation. C. Neither A nor B. D. Both A and B. The answer is D. Provisional license holders may not use a cell phone while driving, not even a hands-free cell phone. Question 34. You must maintain a safe distance between your vehicle and the vehicle in front of you by using A. The 2-second rule. B. The 1-second rule. C. The 3-second rule. D. The 4-second rule. The answer is C. You must maintain a safe distance between your vehicle and the vehicle in front of you. Using the 3-second rule will help you maintain a safe following distance. In the 3-second rule, at least 3 seconds must elapse from when the vehicle in front of you passes some fixed object to when your vehicle reaches that same object. Question 35. Never pass on a curve or hill where you cannot clearly see the road ahead for A. At least 500 feet. B. At least 100 feet. C. At least 700 feet. D. At least 300 feet. The answer is C. Use extra caution when passing at night, when visibility is poor and when the road is slippery. You must not pass on a curve or hill where you cannot clearly see the road ahead for at least 700 feet. Question 36. What does this sign mean? A. Divided highway ahead. B. Lane ends, merge left. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. Narrow bridge ahead. The answer is B. This sign indicates that the lane ahead will soon end and drivers should merge to the left lane. Drivers should be aware of other vehicles and adjust their speed and position accordingly. Drivers should also watch for other signs and pavement markings that indicate where lanes merge or diverge. Question 37. A dashed broken white line next to your lane means that you can A. Make left turns. B. Reduce your speed. C. Increase your speed. D. Change lanes. The answer is D. A dashed broken white line next to your lane means that you can cross the lane to change lanes. Question 38. If a blind pedestrian is walking at a crosswalk with a white cane or a guide dog, A. Use your horn to alert them to your presence. B. Reduce your speed and proceed slowly. C. Do not use your horn or rev your engine. D. Increase your speed and move quickly. The answer is C. You must yield the right of way to a blind pedestrian. Do not use your horn or rev your engine because it might startle the pedestrian or guide dog. Question 39. What does this sign mean? A. There is a winding road ahead. Follow the signs. B. There is a gravel road with sharp curves ahead. Proceed with caution. C. The road is slippery. Go slow. D. There is a sharp curve near a hill. Go slow. The answer is C. This sign means the road ahead is slippery when wet. In wet weather, slow down, increase your following distance, and avoid sudden maneuvers or hard braking. These signs are often posted at bridges and overpasses. Question 40. You are more likely to survive a car crash if you use A. The shoulder belt and emergency lights. B. The lap belt and a helmet. C. The lap belt and shoulder belt. D. None of the above. The answer is C. Using the lap and shoulder belts together is crucial for increasing your chances of surviving a crash. The lap belt should be snugly positioned across your hip bones or upper thighs, not over your abdomen. The shoulder belt should fit snugly across your chest and the middle of your shoulder. Question 41. At night, when you are within 1,000 feet of an oncoming vehicle or following another vehicle within 200 feet, you must A. Not use your headlights. B. Use emergency lights. C. Use high beam headlights. D. Use low beam headlights. The answer is D. At night, when you are within 1,000 feet of an oncoming vehicle or following another vehicle within 200 feet, you must dim your headlights. High beams can distract the driver of the vehicle ahead of you because they can reflect off the vehicle's rear view mirror. High beams can blind the driver of an oncoming vehicle. Question 42. If you are towing a camper or trailer, you must maintain a following distance of at least how many feet from the other vehicles? A. 100 feet. B. 600 feet. C. 500 feet. D. 200 feet. The answer is C. If you are towing a camper or trailer, you must maintain a following distance of at least 500 feet from other vehicles. Question 43. When you are making a right turn, look right and left, yield the right of way, and turn the steering wheel with A. A single hand technique. B. The hand over hand technique. C. The hand off hand technique. D. The double hand technique. The answer is B. When making a right turn, look right and left, yield the right of way, and turn the steering wheel hand over hand to complete the turn in the lane next to the curb. Question 44. This sign indicates A. A sharp left curve or turn. B. An intersection ahead. C. Construction zone ahead. D. Reduced speed ahead. The answer is A. A chevron alignment sign such as this one is used on the outside of a turn or curve. It indicates the direction of the turn or curve. Question 45. When a vehicle is properly parallel parked, its wheels on the curbside must be positioned A. No less than 12 inches from the curb. B. No less than 40 inches from the curb. C. No more than 12 inches from the curb. D. No more than 30 inches from the curb. The answer is C. If a vehicle is properly parallel parked, its wheels on the curbside will be positioned no more than 12 inches from the curb. Question 46. A center lane between opposing lanes of traffic may be designated for A. Right turns only. B. Left turns only. C. Passing. D. All of the above. The answer is B. A center lane between lanes of traffic traveling in opposite directions may be designated for left turns only. This type of lane is marked by parallel solid and dashed yellow lines and is sometimes accompanied by white arrows on the pavement. Question 47. Backing up is not allowed on freeways or expressways except for A. Large trucks, B. Slow-moving farm equipment, C. Motorcycles, D. Emergency vehicles. The answer is D. Backing up is not allowed on freeways or expressways except for emergency vehicles in the course of duty. If you back up on a freeway or expressway, you risk getting hit by another vehicle or getting ticketed for careless or reckless driving. Question 48. This sign indicates that A. Two-way traffic starts at the sign, B. You must merge right or left, C. A two-lane highway starts at the sign, D. You must go to either side. The answer is D. This sign marks a traffic island or obstruction. You must go to either side of it. Question 49. If you are traveling at 50 miles per hour on a freeway where the speed limit is 65 miles per hour, in which lane should you be? A. The far left lane, B. The far right lane, C. The carpool lane, D. The bicycle lane. The answer is B. It is customary for slower traffic to remain in the far right lane, while faster traffic and drivers who are passing should keep to the left. Question 50. In rainy weather, roads are the most slippery. A. The next day following the rain. B. 2 hours into a heavy rain. C. For the first 10 to 15 minutes of a storm. D. Rainy roads are equally slippery at all points during a storm. The answer is C. Roads are often the most slippery shortly after it begins raining, when oil and road grime seep to the surface and mix with the rain. Question 51. In the car ahead of you, the driver's left hand and arm are extended. This indicates that the driver plans to do which of the following? A. Turn left. B. Continue going straight. C. Come to a stop. D. Turn right. The answer is A. The driver whose arm is extended upward is signaling his intention to turn right. A left turn is signaled by extending the arm straight. Question 52. This sign indicates A. Road construction, detour to the left. B. Road construction, detour to the right. C. A flagger ahead to control road users. D. None of the above. The answer is C. A flagger sign such as this one indicates that a flagger is stationed nearby to the control road users. Be prepared to slow down and follow the flagger's guidance. Question 53. If you are driving on a freeway and miss your exit, you should A. Make a U-turn. B. Cross the median and go back to the exit. C. Take the next exit. D. None of the above. The answer is C. When driving on a freeway, if you miss an exit, the safest thing to do is wait until the next exit and get off there. Question 54. When driving on a freeway, if another car attempts to merge into your lane, you should do which of the following? A. Allow the other driver to merge if possible. B. Stop and allow them to pass you. C. speed up to prevent them from merging. D. None of the above. The answer is A. To avoid blocking traffic on a busy freeway, you should, if possible, allow the other driver to merge into your lane. Question 55. If you see a pedestrian crossing ahead of you where there is no crosswalk, you should A. Stop and allow the pedestrian to cross. B. Drive slowly around the pedestrian. C. Honk your horn as you pass the pedestrian. D. None of the above. The answer is A. Although there is no crosswalk, the safest course of action is to stop and allow the pedestrian to cross. Question 56. This sign indicates A. Road workers are in or near the roadway. B. Pedestrians crossing. C. A flagger is ahead to control road users. D. None of the above. The answer is A. This sign indicates that workers are in or near the roadway. Question 57. If you approach an intersection with a green light and where oncoming traffic is heavy, and you plan to make a left turn, which of the following should you do? A. Accelerate to make it before the light changes. B. Advance into the intersection but wait for traffic to clear. C. Turn at the next intersection ahead. D. None of the above. The answer is B. You should ease into the intersection but not block it, and wait for traffic to clear before completing the turn. Question 58. Driving at night is more dangerous than driving in daylight because A. Some road signs are less visible at night. B. Streetlights can impair your vision. C. There are more drivers on the road at night. D. The distance you can see ahead of you is reduced. The answer is D. The primary reason that night driving is more dangerous is that the distance you can see in front of you is reduced. Question 59. If you plan to make a right turn, your car should be A. In the middle of your lane. B. Close to the right side of the street. C. Close to the left side of the street. D. None of the above. The answer is B. To avoid making overly wide turns, you should keep your car as close to the right side of the street as possible. Question 60. This sign indicates A. You are approaching a farm. B. Farm vehicles are entering the road. C. Pedestrians crossing. D. Farm vehicles should keep to the right. The answer is B. This sign indicates that tractors or other farm vehicles may be entering the roadway.
We hope you found our 2023 Minnesota DMV practice test useful. If you did, remember to smash that like button. And if you're looking for more practice tests, check out these other videos and subscribe to our channel to see our latest tests.